Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Platinum PokéRadar FateLocke. In the last episode, we took down all of Veilstone City. For the most part, we explored what there is to do as of right now. And then we took on our 4th gym challenge. I cannot get the number of gyms right. I have not been able to do it once in the series. The 4th gym challenge of our adventure, taking on Gym Leader Maylene here in Veilstone City, earning ourselves the Dirty Cobble Badge. The Dirty Cobble Badge, look at it, it's so filthy. And are we gonna dust our gym badges every single episode? Because my recording schedule has me doing just a couple of these a week, so it's been like 5 days since I recorded Platinum, meaning my badge is gonna get all dirty now. I'm pretty sure there's an extra clean past the 2 sparkles. Is there? I could have swore there was like a super duper shine. Hey, I'm losing my mind. That's entirely possible. And these badges we'll forget those guys because they'll just get dirty again. I like the gimmick of getting to clean your badges though. I think that's super cool. I wish that would return in future games. Right, we can't because there's no touchscreen. I mean, let's have a badge of me, right guys? So we can like clean our badges. That sounds great. Also, it's a different day. Same stuff, different day. Let's get our Pokemons massaged. Who needs a nice skittle? This is the wrong house. Not having a clown massage my Pokemon. Not today, weird boy. All right, we're going to this house where the lady does it, which is much more acceptable, right? Look at this Pachirisu. It's so happy. And it's probably because its owner is a massage therapist. Sure, I'll let you massage my bird. That sounds like a really nice thing. Massage me bird. Yeah, take it, please. Yeah, massage. Oh, I didn't have to put it up front? That's fine. Massage my trap god. You know, he raps a lot. She raps a lot. She needs lots of help in that department. Yeah, looks dreamily content. What are you doing with that powder? Trap, I mean, that would make sense. Anyways, with that being said, in this episode, we are going to make some more progress, and we are also, just for the record, Grandmama had the same thing. In this episode, we're going to make our progress. We're going to make progress. How about I just open the town map? This will probably make things a little easier for me. How often have I ever opened the town map? Never. We're going to make progress. We need to get down to Pastoria City. But we're going to go this way because I want to take this way first. And I don't normally do that. So we should be able to go that way now. I will see you guys in a minute or so. I'm going to repel my... Right. We have to help the ghost of Lucas. And he'll be fine. No, I'm just kidding. We'll help him. We need to help him with Team Galactic. I forgot entirely about that. Douglas Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome, should be able. Yeah, you should be able to help out the ghost of Lucas. That's entirely right. Let's do it. Hey, Destiny, listen, I need your help. Remember those Team Galactic goons? Yeah, we're gonna help. Come on, we're gonna team up with you, but don't expect me to do this ever again because you're dead and you're stupid. All right, let's go ahead and help the ghost of Lucas fight the Team Galactic Grunts. Now, this is a double battle, but I don't have to roll before the fight because my partner isn't one of my Pokemon. My partner is Lucas, and that's not good because he's awful. He's got a Clefairy. Oh, God. What if it uses Metronome and gets something, like, stupid? Well, we're not going to be hit by Explosion because we're Douglas. Well, we will, but Douglas Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome, should do just fine. So let's roll like it's a single battle. Who you fighting with? That's not a 5, that's a 6. A 6. That would be Grandmama. Well, that's not great, but I'd like to fight with Grandmama, but she doesn't really have any good attacks until I get some money. She only has Shockwave, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and use Rock Throw on this Zubat. Doesn't really matter. We're faster than everybody. I mean, yeah, we're 7 levels higher than the Zubat and 6 levels higher than the Clefairy, but I mean, I'm a Steelix. That's not going to do any damage, Zubat. I don't know what you were really thinking. Well, Clefairy's going to go ahead and adjust the gravity. The gravity intensified. My headphones, they're falling off my head. Help! No, I grabbed them. I brought them back down to Earth. Really, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have subjected you guys to that. Krogunk. Well, that's not great. I guess we can slam the Krogunk. We need to get rid of it quickly. Slam won't knock it out. And yeah, we have a lot of defense. Even if it does a strong fighting type attack, Dimmadome will be fine. I mean... What? Yeah, we're 5 levels higher. Yeah, 5 levels higher. Oh, God. What are you going to pull? Power Trick. I'm going to swap my powers. Not going to really do anything. Oh, God. Okay, I tensed for no reason. Like, I know Dimmadome has a ton of defense, but Revenge is strong if it goes last. Like, oh, we're confused too. I figured that would do so much more damage. Stab, Revenge, doubled power. I mean, I have a Steelix. You don't really expect drastic measures to come out at this point in the game against a Steelix, unless it's a special attack. Wake Up Slap. It probably has that attack anyways. Or did it just use it? No, that was Metronome, right? Well, if it was, that's funny, because it probably just has Wake Up Slap on its moveset anyways. I think it learns that by level up. That it's definitely on its level up set. I know it is. That Clefairy has Wake Up Slap. Mark my words. Yeah. That sounds about right. There's more Pokemon? Oh, God. Yeah, that's not going to do anything, Clefairy. I'm so sorry. All right, we have a Stunky at least. Yeah, Dimmadome's doing just fine. I would let Grandmama fight, but it's going to be a interesting trial of events trying to use Grandmama. Because Blissey will likely die in one hit to any physical attack that's like over 50 power. It's bad, all right? Blissey's great and all, and I would love to use one, but it's going to become a very risky situation. My thought process here is I've always wanted to use a Blissey, but I'm not going to let me using Blissey get any of my other Pokemon in harm's way. What I mean by that is if switching into Blissey kills Blissey, but could potentially save one of my other Pokemon, like if that's what I happen to roll, then Grandmama's going to die. Because I'm not going to let the fact that she's not capable of taking physical attacks harm my other Pokemon. I'm trying to let that not happen, but if I roll her and I need a partner and then I lose both of them, then that's just because I decided to use Grandmama and I shouldn't have. But I want to see if she's actually viable in a challenge like this. I've never used one before. They're probably better in a Nuzlocke where you can switch to anything. But I want to see if she's good, right? I want to give Grandmama a fair chance. If she becomes a hassle, if she becomes a, what's that called? Oh, what's that called? If she becomes a burden, that's what it is. You see, the funny thing is, I actually stopped the recording because I was not going to let myself not remember what that's called. So I go to Google, right? I'm looking it up. What's it called when somebody is a burden? I'm like, oh, they're a burden. That would be it. Yeah. Okay. If she becomes a burden on the team, she will go back to the PC and we will train up another Pokemon. I'll try, right? Anyways, the Ghost of Lucas is making fun of Looker here, which is really unfortunate. You know, he's not really the weird one. You're dead, Lucas. I don't actually remember what happened to you, but you're the Ghost of Lucas. I don't remember, personally. But he died earlier on in the series, I think is what happened. Somebody asked me in the comments, why is Lucas a ghost again? I don't remember. And it's like, I don't need... All right, anyways, I'm going to skip this catching tutorial. Lucas, you just do not matter, bud. Alright guys, so with that being said, we got some Pokeballs from Lucas, and the true reason I didn't want to show that cutscene is I actually killed him. He's gone, he's dead, and we'll never see him again. So, yeah, that's the thing. Also, my bike speed is just as fast as Looker's walking. He is superhuman, confirmed. He's like, a key is necessary for us to go on. This is the Galactic Hideout, by the way. Regardless. I'm done with him, but he's going to make it very apparent that there is a hidden move over there. So we can grab that because it's beautiful. Don't forget to get it, though. It's not required, but it's going to save me so much time. Because remember at the beginning of the episode, I was like, hey, I'm going to cut and meet you guys in Hardhome City. And I was like, wait, we got to help Lucas. I'd still be biking back to Hardhome. But now we can just fly there because we got HMO2 for fly. And we can teach that to our beautiful Trap God. Are you guys ready for this? Say it with me. Rap God, she's gonna take up on the skies and we will fly to Hardhome City and we will go back. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. I was gonna make a rap about fly, but it's just not gonna happen. But I was trying to make it sound like the Rap God. She can take to the skies and then she can fly to Hardhome. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I don't know what I'm gonna get rid of. I got rid of something for Mimic. What was it? Mirror Move? I think I mentioned that. I might not have mentioned that. Yeah, I got rid of Mirror Move for Mimic because it's basically the same thing, but better. Sing is like super inaccurate. Fury Attack, I can't get rid of Chatter. It's too good. I don't need Fury Attack. It's awful. I'll get a better move like Return in the future. Once we have some money and we can buy the TM for Return, then I'll do that. But now we have Fly, which is just a beautiful thing. Because now I can fly to Hardhome City and I don't have to waste anybody's time, including my own. Also, chatter counts as a move like that, so that's annoying. But yeah, we can fly to Hardhome now, which is beautiful. And we can fly to all the areas. Oh my god, I just thought of the best chatter ever. Get ready for it. All right, we're going to go to Trap God right here. We're going to chatter. Get ready. This is going to be intense. Fly! Okay, right? So now Trap God's going to make its cry when I fly. Listen. Fly! Every time I fly with Trap God, she'll be like, fly! Like, I can just picture, like, what is that? There was, like, an animal from, like a Pixar or Disney movie that doesn't really know much. It's just like, eh? Like, it only knows one word, and it's like a cockeyed looking bird, and it looks like it's got, like, a mental disorder or something, and it only can say, like, one word. What is that? Maybe like a deranged parrot. There's something I'm thinking of from like a Disney movie or something, and it can only say one word. I can just picture Trap God's eyes bulging out of her head, and like I tell her to fly, and she like raises her wing, and she's like, fly! And then we just take off. So her rapping career and all of the harmful substance. Excuse me? Can we go through here? Excuse me? All the harmful substances that she consumed on her rap career have gotten to her head, and now she doesn't have all of her bodily functions anymore. But at least she can go ahead and do this for us, right? We can go ahead and fly to Veilstone City because we can't go that way anymore. It's sad times. Fly! Okay, I've had enough of the memery and mockery of our beautiful parrot. Wait, Trap God is a parrot. Ignore me. So I apologize for that, but we had a bit of a detour. But we have to go this way now. We have to go over to Route 214, and you might be like, why do you know it's Route 214? You couldn't possibly remember that this is the route. Well, this guy just told me. No, that's not true. I have all the encounters that are eligible for me written down, so I don't have to look them up mid-episode, because that's called preparation for the YouTube video. All right? Okay. So the only thing we can get here on Route 214 is, I believe we can get a Goldeen, but I'm not even gonna, I didn't write that down because I'm not going to do that. We're gonna go ahead and put, actually, yeah, we'll put Grandmama up front. How fast is Blissey, by the way? That's not fast. That's awful. Okay, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna put Plasmius up front. And the only thing we can get on this route, other than whatever is in the water, is a Rhyhorn or a Poochyena with the PokéRadar. I would rather have, actually, we're going to put Grandmama up front. Okay. If she can't fight a Psychic, she can't fight anything. But what I was going to say is, I would rather have a Rhyhorn. We'll fight this girl while we talk. I'd rather get a Rhyhorn, but I'm forcing myself to use PokéRadar, so I can't skip out on Pokemon that I would like to get. This Pokemon would be previous game clause if this series was not going on at the same time as Emerald, so it's not, and it is eligible. So, Grandmama, you get to fight this battle with a 1. So I get to pick... I don't have Dan. I miss Dan. Goofy. Why not? Alright, so these are Psychic types. I should be fine. They have special moves, most likely. We can Shockwave this thing. And hopefully take it out in at least 2 attacks. I don't expect Grandmama to be very beautifully attacker-wise, but she should be able... she'll take this attack like a champion. Look at that. But you might be like, oh, that's great. She can soak up so many hits. But I'm not certain if these Pokemon have physical moves or not. I'm taking my experience as a Pokemon trainer and my years of knowledge on the video game and telling myself that these Psychic types very unlikely are to have a physical attack. Drifloon might. But I still... it's a flying type. Grandmama's got this. Basically, I've always wanted to use a Blissey. They're super cool, but they're also very situational. Now, Grandmama is a ton of HP, obviously. More HP than some Pokemon get at level 100. Looking at you, Doug Trio. And, like, she has really good special attack and insane special defense. But she can't take a physical attack to save her life. And she might end up dying to the first physical attack she ever takes. I don't know. Like I said, I've never used a Blissey before. We're gonna go through this together. Although I can tell you I took a headbutt from a wild bee barrel while training, and she lived on like 10 HP. So I'm very concerned for her ability to take any physical attacks. We were like level 30, it was like level 20. So, I'm not... Like, that's a strong attack, yes, and it was stab, but I still don't have high hopes for her. But this is going to be a trial and error thing. If she dies in the first physical attack, I just wanted to try her. If that happens, she wasn't meant to be on this challenge. But if she does well, she could surprise me and all of you. Now, this Magical Leaf looks like a physical attack, but it's not. It's a special attack, and it's going to do 6 damage. That's like 6 damage, you know, plus like 6. I don't know how much damage that did. I don't math, okay? That's the last thing I'm gonna do is math in my Pokemon video. What do you guys take me for? Do I look like a mathematician? I don't know, you can't see me. I might. If you have never seen me before, then the answer is no. But that's not the point. I just went on a spiel about how Grandmama could have been a good choice, but she might not be a good choice. We have some berries to pick here. We have a cherry berry, a citrus berry tree, a chesto berry tree, and a pomeg berry tree. Did I guess all of those correctly? I didn't guess them. Like, I should know what berry tree produces what berry at this point in my Pokemon career. But I wouldn't have been able to guess that citrus berry tree unless I recorded episode 20 of Emerald before this, which I did, because I was like, oh, that's a citrus berry tree? Literally in the last video I recorded, so... You can't take my word for many things. Anyways, there's a guy down here. It's this loser. He has a Pokemon with Horn Drill. I believe it's level 32. And it is a... Goldeen. Now, I was going to do that with Grandmama because I was like, hey, Shockwave would kill it. But you see, the thing is, I'm not going to risk the ability of me being outsped and getting hit with a Horn attack and dying in one hit to a level 30 Goldeen from P.I. Carlos. I don't think it's higher level than anything. Yeah, it's only level 30, so we're fine. I'll roll anyways. It's a 5. I'm not even going to check who's in slot 5. It doesn't matter. The Goldeen died. So, you know what I'm saying? But this is actually a big threat, because if you come down to this route before you train for Maylene, you might have a Pokemon below level 30, and it's capable of killing that Pokemon in one shot. If it gets lucky, because it's a 70% chance to miss, but it's possible. So, there's that. Don't come here before you fight me, Maylene. I'll never, ever do that in Sinnoh just because it's not worth it. I know what he has. But if you don't know what he has, you know, you could have a bad time. Very bad time. So, I'm going to try the PokéRadar right here. I'm very certain that I'm not going to find a Pokemon with a glistening spot. I'll have to wait until I get down to the patches of grass with a lot of spots. But I'll at least try while we're up here. I should just wait. Where's the PokéRadar? There we go. Can I move this? Why haven't I done that yet? It's fine. No, I didn't want to register it. You see what happens? I'll put the PokéRadar at the top. You get your wish. I should put the bicycle up there, too. What if messing with these items order, like, glitches my game? I hope not. I hope that's not the case. All right, we're going to go ahead and register the bike. Now, I forgot to use the PokéRadar. I promise you I'm not stupid. This is what happens when I record at night. Or too early in the morning. Yeah, it's too grassy. Wait, it's too quiet. There we go. I apologize. All right, so this guy has a ton of different Pokemon. I'll do it with Oswald. Sure. He's a whole bunch of the Safari Zone Pokemon. It's no big deal. It's got like a Tangela. I don't remember what else. What are we fighting with? I didn't roll that right. Like, I dropped it, and it, like, hit the edge of my circle. And this is actually a good thing, because it was a 1. So, technically, me re-rolling is actually putting myself in a more bad position. But I'm being honest. I dropped the dice when I tried to roll it, hit the side of the thing, and just skated across. It didn't even roll it. It just was like... It was like putting 1 on the top and dropping it flat is exactly what happened. So let's give it a real roll like that, and it's a 5. So that puts me in... And it doesn't really matter. I might have chose Plasmius anyways. That's not the point. But... I'm always going to try and be incredibly honest with the rolls because I don't have like a dice cam because that seems like a big waste of resources for me. And it's only this is only level 21. This trainer's not going to matter. I'm going to kill the thing with Rapid Spin. No, I'm not going to kill this thing with Rapid Spin. I love how I use Rapid Spin. I mean, yeah, it probably does more damage than Rock Smash just because it's 4 times resisted. But even if it was just 1 resisted, then Rock Smash would have done more because of stab. I don't care to calculate it quickly. It's level 21 Scroopy. I knew this guy had Tropius. I almost didn't lead with Oswald because of that, but it doesn't really matter. We can go ahead and send out Plasmius, our fan Rotom. All right, we have Air Slash, so that was what we rolled with 5. But, like, if I ever re-roll the dice, it's because in my mind I watched it and it did not produce a high enough quality of a roll, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not gonna, like, roll the dice like this, or what. It's like, I'm holding it upright, it's a 5. And then I drop it. I could literally drop that if I did land it on 5. So, like, if you, I want to give it a good, like, actual roll. That's why I had a cup before, but I don't have the cup anymore. But, you know how it is. All right, this guy has a Carnivine, too? That's awesome. Yeah, we'll stay in. I mean, Plasmius is getting a lot of experience, but it doesn't actually matter, because the level limit's actually in a really good place. The level limit is 37 for Wake, so we've got a lot of room to go ahead and clear all of the routes and still be fine. And if we ran into a problem with a Pokemon, we could just put them in the PC, of course. And a Krogunk. Well, I guess we'll do this with Plasmius. I was going to switch, but we'll just continue doing it with Plasmius. It's no big deal. And I'm going to use a move that isn't going to kill it, just so I can go ahead and make a comment here. So, you see this move right here that goes type attack? Read the name of that. This is Omnious Wind. So, last episode, I used this attack in the gym a lot. And I've been ridiculed, and it's been brought to my attention that that attack is called Ominous Wind. Ominous Wind? Ominous Wind. I don't understand. He has 6 Pokemon. Excuse me, Brady. What have you been doing with your life? That's too many Pokemon. What I'm trying to say is, I'm sorry that an uneducated Corm did not know that that was Ominous Wind. Ominous Wind? It makes sense now that I say it out loud. But do you understand my thought process here? When I was a little kid, you know, playing these games when I was like, what? 11? I really thought that attack was Omnious Wind. My entire life, I have known that move to be Omnious Wind. I've probably said it like that in a video on the channel in the past. And nobody said it. But last episode, it was Omnious Wind, Omnious Wind, Omnious Wind. And in the premiere, when people were watching it live, they're like, did you say Omnious like that on purpose? And I was like, yeah, of course. Every time I use the move, I'm going to go, Omnious Wind. I thought they were talking about how I said it, like, Omnious. No, they just said, you're pronouncing it wrong. 200 IQ. And I'm like, I done goofed. I done goofy. I would fight the next guy with Goofy, but I know what they have. And I've got another story about when I was a little boy. See this trainer right here? Well, this trainer was crucial to me completing my Diamond and Pearl Pokemon decks. There's a big mushroom here. I had no idea. I just turned to the tree and I was still spamming A and I was like, hey, there's a big mushroom there. It's like real life Destiny. She's like I turn her around and I'm not really pushing A, but I'm just like pushing it anyways. And she's like, well, dude, there's an item there. I'm gonna snag that. Right? Anyways, this trainer was crucial to me finishing my Diamond and Pearl Pokemon decks because it's the only trainer in the game that I skipped. I always fight everybody, but I missed her somehow. And I didn't know that. Her name's Devin, I know this, and she has Wormadam. All of the cloaks of Wormadam. Now, what's interesting about this girl is... Oh god, that pierced my ears. Fly! Anyways. Oh, I'll roll. It doesn't matter. It's a 1. I don't care. Dividome. There we go. Anyways. I know I don't... It doesn't matter. I'll kill them all in 1 hit. I mean, maybe not the steel one, right? So maybe I should have went with... It doesn't matter. We'll just stay in. What I was saying... If you listen to me. I can't even think now. I skipped her on accident. And the one Pokemon I was missing, I didn't know what it was. It came after Burmy, and I did not know Burmy had an evolution. I was a little kid. Internet was still fairly, you know, new to little kids, right? I was, what, how old was I? Like, I was below the age of 10 with Diamond and Pearl. Yeah, like 9, maybe. 10 or 9. I was a stupid child, okay? And I just came across this girl one day, and I saw this Pokemon come out of its Pokeball, and I was screaming. I never seen it before in my life. So I've got a special connection with Wormadam, especially this one, the Steel-type one. Instead of Fly, Dragon Rage! Go back to my first Platinum playthrough on the channel. It was always a good time. Anyways, Beauty Devin has been defeated. Basically, this trainer is what Maryland would be like, except if it was a guy trainer. And it was spelled correctly. Like, it's just like the same name, just spelled incorrectly, right? Ooh, Roost. Goodbye, Sing. I've had enough of you. I'll never use Sing. It's just annoying. I'd rather use Roost. Anyways, Maryland's name is Devin. It's not spelled like this, but you remember how I always said hey, if I was a Pokemon trainer, I wish I was an aroma lady. Well, now there's a trainer, the same name as Maryland, that's female. So there could be an aroma lady Chroma too, right, guys? Makes sense? I mean, Beauty's a more alluring title than Aroma Lady, but Aroma Lady Chroma just has that certain, yeah, ring to it. You know what I'm saying? Put a ring on it. All right, I'm going to give Dimmadome the experience share. The reason for this is he's kind of hard to train, and I'm gaining lots of XP, so I'm just going to go ahead and slap that on my good old Dimmadome boy, and we'll proceed on with our day. I'm not going to use the Lucky Egg unless I'm training either, just because why not? And I should heal up Chirap God. I know. Everybody's like, you should heal your Pokemon more, especially since you've got Moo Moo Milk. Used a Moo Moo Milk for 18 hit points. But that's the thing. They're so cheap and affordable, it does not matter. Wait, it's a Psychic Trainer. Oh, well. Doesn't matter. Goofy, who you fighting with? I don't even know what this girl could have. It's a guy, so... Hey, it's like that commercial with, what's it called? It's like the Progressive commercial, the Allstate commercial, one of those, where it's like, honey, who are you talking to at this hour? And it's like, Dave from State Farm. Yeah, State Farm. And it's like talking. Oh, it's a 4, by the way. Did I say that? It's Dimmadome. It's Dave from State Farm. And she's like, Dave at State Farm in 3 in the morning. He's like, well, she's a guy. So it's like, basically, that's me with genders on my video game. I don't do it because I don't care. I do it because I am not good at it. Think about it. I've called my cat, who is almost 20 years old in a week, a girl. His whole life. On accident, of course. Just because Muncho sounds like a girl. So if you sound like a girl or you look like a girl, I'm gonna say she at first glance. I can't help it. That's just my nature. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I'll do my best. But it is hard for me. What is next? Kadabra? Oh, I didn't mean to stay in. Dude, what if Goofy died right now? Because like of a crit Psybeam? Oh no. This is actually possible. Because of my stupidity, too, which was what would make me really mad. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. All right, Cut kills it 1 hit. Scammy. What? Okay, I'm kind of confused at your choice to use Confusion, a weaker attack, over the one you were using that also confuses. Not sure on your thought process there, Billy Mitchell. I think your name's Mitchell. If it was, give me points, guys. Am we done here? Thank you. It is Mitchell. It's like when you see the name, but you don't recognize, like you don't like register the fact that you saw the name, but you did. And you know you did. Oswald. Actually, this is a bad situation to be in. I miss Dan. Dan was like my go-to answer. Maybe this is like one of those episodes where you retire a Pokemon that you love so much, and then you go an episode without him, and it's like breaking up with somebody. And you break up with them, and then after like a day, you're like, I can't live without you. That's my relationship with Dan right now. For those of you that might be tuning into the series, don't know what I'm talking about, Dan, our drywall master, our Gyarados is in the PC. I put him in there because I wanted to try a new Pokemon, but I miss Dan. Dan was just my go-to. When in doubt, you Dan'd it out. You know what I'm saying? You guys, you just thought about it. You see, because there's this trainer. He has an Umbreon and an Espeon, and I'm just like, who do I do? Because I can't do Oswald, because what if I roll something that can't fight Espeon, right? Well, yeah, they can't fight Espeon, and then I'm stuck. Dan could fight Espeon and Umbreon. This is sad, I tell you. Does anybody have anything that heals them, like a healing attack? Because there's the big root. Oh, Drain Punch. Hey, that's actually genius. But do I want to waste that TM at this point in the game? That's like when it clicks. We have a fighting type that can learn Drain Punch. No, we don't. Never mind. Did you guys see me? I was just like, that was the happiest 3 seconds of my entire life for Oswald. And then it just all got broken down inside. All right. I guess we're going to I don't want to rely on Plasmius. He's over-leveled. You know what? We're not going to rely on Plasmius. Grandmama's got this. Okay. Nice timing, Repel. You saved me. I was saved by the Repel. Did you see that? I almost ran into this fat guy. Oh, no. No, that was intentional. I was coming this way anyways. This guy wants to fight for his collection. That's what a collector does, no? It's like Fantina, right? That's what a gym leader does, non? Yeah, Douglas. He has 3 Pokemon? Oh, it's these guys. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay, this roll is important. I know where the Espeon Umbreon guy is now, I remember. Please be a good one. A 3. Dan, I miss you so much, Dan. Actually, that would be bad. Oh my god, Goofy's in slot 3. Double kick. Did we lose Grandmama in her first battle? Like, her second battle, her third battle? Her third. Was this her? Yeah, this might be her third battle. Double kick kills her. I have, oh my god. Oh my god, what have I done? I can't. It has Volt Absorb. I've got to use Sing. All right, it only has Thunder Shock, which isn't threatening. I was expecting Double Kick or Pin Missile, but we got to put this thing to sleep. All right, it's not using Double Kick or Pin Missile. You see, this is what I mean about Grandmama getting in somebody's way. Please do not use Thunder Shock anymore. Actually, no. If you use something, hit with Sing is what I'm trying to get at. Oh god, I'm just scared to death that I'm going to see Double Kick come across the screen. Thank you for going tonight. We should be able to kill it. Hopefully, if it doesn't wake up right away, Goofy should be fine. Goofy should be able to take a Thunder Shock, but I mean, it is a Jolteon. We rolled a 3. Actually, this is better than having Dan, because Dan would die. Because I don't have any way to fight it with Grandmama. What was I thinking? But we're fine if I can get rid of Jolteon, because we can take out Flareon with Goofy, and we can take out Vaporeon with Grandmama, no problem. Alright, it stayed in a night. We're good. I can take at least one Thunder Shock if it doesn't paralyze me. But if it does, I can switch into Grandmama. Okay. We're good. Oh, I dodged a bullet. Wow. Alright, this is the first number on the invisible counter for how many times has Grandmama almost gotten somebody killed. She's supposed to be the team Grandmama. She's supposed to be happy, not a burden or dead weight. She's supposed to be the one that brings everybody cheer and love. But she almost brought death to poor Goofy and herself. Oh my god, I would have had to kill Grandmama. Or PP stall with soft boiled. Because I wouldn't, unless it has double kick, right? Because I couldn't deal damage to it. Shockwave wouldn't deal damage to it because of its ability Volt Absorb. I would have had to stack up on minimizes and soft boil myself until it struggled to death. Struggle would kill me though because it's physical. Oh my god. Can you guys imagine if I did that to myself all because I didn't have the money for the game corner and I was too lazy to actually play the slots like anybody else should normally do in their playthrough? I mean, I always recommend the free TMs just by, well, no, they're not free. The pay-to-win TMs, rather. Oh, quick attack. That's going to deal some damage. Yeah, you see how much that did compared to whatever it used before? I don't remember what it used. It might not have used anything now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it used Sand Attack. Quick attack's a physical move, and it did mass damage compared to the other attack. Although, that's not really mass damage. It's like very small amounts of damage, right? We outsped that turn. Are we speed tied? Is this a speed tie? It's like that meme where he holds it up to the butterfly. He's like, is this a meme? And it's like, is this a speed tie? That was my thought. I know, old meme, but that's how I like to live life, on the edge. Old memes, right? Like, Harambe still lives on in my heart, you know? But I'm allowed to say that because I live in Ohio, so it's kind of a big deal. It's a guy, so, right? Why is that commercial in my head right now? Dimmadome grew to 32. I know I talked about it, but it's like, why? That's such a weird commercial to just bring up out of nowhere. Hey, at least this fight went okay. It could have went bad, but hey, Sing did something. It only took 3 times to hit. Maybe it was 4. I think it was 4 times. That's disappointing. It should hit way more often than that. Like, probability states. Mathematician Corm coming at you live on Saturday. Saturday Night Live. No, but what I'm saying is probability states that Sing should hit 1 out of 2 times because it has a 55% chance to hit. I digress. All right. Yeah, I'm going to leave Goofy up front. Goofy's not up front. Can I soft boil myself? Didn't think so. Why? But you can in battle. You see, this is quality. Quality video game. Doesn't make sense. All right, let's actually get an encounter right now because I realize I've not really done much of anything this episode other than ramble and fight trainers who really weren't very scary, except the last guy. That was kind of scary. It was 2-5 scammy. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything here? Nothing? I mean, there's a honey tree, but that's not really important. We already got our honey tree encounter for this playthrough. So, it's PokéRadar time. Well, that was easy to find a Sparkle spot. Let's do this one. So, my encounter for Route 214 can only be one of 2 things. A Rhyhorn or a Poochyena. So, we'll put Trap God up front for this. My encounter for Route 214 hopefully is this Pokemon, so I don't have to waste any time or cut. It is. That's not it. That's a Graveler. Which you might be like, why does Graveler not count? Graveler does not count because we have... Oh, God, that hurts my ears every time. It does not count because we used a Geodude in my last Pokemon Platinum playthrough, meaning it is not eligible for this playthrough. So I'm going to go ahead and run off the PokéRadar, and I will find you guys when I actually find my encounter. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. I will only use the Sparkling Spots, so we have a chance at Poochyena, even though I don't really want it. So yeah, my encounter for the Well, not the for Route 214. I don't know why I can't talk today, guys. My encounter for Route 214 is whatever I cut to. Or whatever I find, I'll cut to it. It's right here. It's this one. It was this one. I didn't have to cut it all. It's a Rhyhorn. Okay. Well, that works for me. Rhyhorn is what I wanted. Oh, God. I want to use a Rhyperior. That would be so cool. What if I replace somebody else? Dimmadome. I mean, I don't want to replace Dimmadome. I like Dimmadome. Wait, I just realized, yeah, Trap God's a good Pokemon to lead with while we catch a rock type. Yeah, that makes sense. My brain does not always function. A 6. Plasmius. That's good. All right. I'm going to go ahead and switch to Plasmius, and this episode's going to be long enough. I'm just going to go ahead and cut when we catch it. This could take a while, and it can't really do anything to Plasmius, I'd say. Levitate means ground moves can't hit, and it's only level 21, so yeah. I'll be back when I catch this thing. Maybe we'll get it right here with a Dusk Ball. It's nighttime. At night. Hey, we did! We caught it! That's perfect. I didn't expect to catch it on my first try, but I'm glad. So we've got ourselves a Rhyhorn. Something I'm very interested in using down the line. Rhyperior would be very, very cool. So, Rhyhorn is the Spikes Pokemon. Its powerful tackles can destroy anything. However, it is too slow-witted to help people work. Really? Well, you can ride on it and, like, get places. I'd consider that work. I don't like Platinum discriminating against the Rhyhorn species. Anyways, I need a nickname for this thing, and I don't have a naming theme on this playthrough, but I do have a name in mind. Well, an idea that came to me right away after seeing this Pokemon. And there's a video game that I just thought of immediately. Is there a main character in this game? Was this a guy or a girl? Give me a second. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and name it after this thing. So, there's a game that I played for a little while on the Wii U. I never actually went back to it. It's been a few years, but it's a really cool game. It's like not a Binding of Isaac. It's like a Super Meat Boy, like, platformer, really hard game. And it's after a whole bunch of spikes. And the Rhyhorn's the Spikes Pokemon. It made me think of it. It's a male. And there is a guy, main character in this game. And I wanted to name it after that. Well, I was going to name it after this guy. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to name it after the archaeologist guy. Explore their father's temple. The guy from that game. Some of you might know what I'm talking about. It's from the game 1001 Spikes, and I'm going to name this Rhyhorn after the main character of that game and the name of that main character. And the name for this Rhyhorn is Aben. We have Aben. I'm going to go with Aben. The Rhyhorn. No, not Aba. It's a guy. Aben, I hit back on accident. Disappointment. Sad times. So yeah, we got ourselves a Rhyhorn. And I'm not going to walk into that patch because I don't have time for that. Alright, now we can cycle our way back up here and get ourselves an encounter in the Ruin Maniac's place. Let's do this with Oswald. I know this guy has a shield on. I'm not even going to heal my Pokemon. I'm going to take down Jim. Is this guy's name Jim? Because if it's Jim, I win the video game for the rest of my life. Ronald. Never would have got it, personally. It's just not something that would have came into my head. I don't eat McDonald's anymore. I put McDonald's... I'm living on a McDonald's ban, personally. You guys might be thinking, why would you never eat McDonald's? Are you dead inside? And the answer to that is no. I don't eat McDonald's anymore. But no, like, I stop myself. I get a drink there because I love Dr. Pepper, and it's, like, the cheapest. So, like, that's not, like, McDonald's food. That's just a drink. You know what I mean? But I put myself on hold for McDonald's. I haven't eaten there for like 7 months, and I'm really proud of myself. I now have healthier bathroom time. So there's that. I'm not going to get into it, but, you know, if you guys have eaten at McDonald's, you understand. You get it. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it with Goofy here. And I guess we heal Grandmama because, I mean, this makes sense. Also, using soft-boiled makes sense, and then I could use Moo Moo Milk on her, but nobody needs soft-boiled, so nobody's having eggs. Egg McMuffin does sound pretty good. I'm joking, of course. This guy is another collector, so he's probably got a cool Pokemon. I don't remember what it is. I think it's a Porygon, which now that I think about it, Goofy was a bad idea. Jamal, never would have got that one. Yeah. A 2. Porygon. It might have an electric type attack. I'll do it with Oswald. Perfect. It might have a psychic type attack. I used one of these in my last Platinum playthrough. You think I'd remember what they have? Magnet Rise. Well, that's not going to help you much, Jamal. Your days are actually numbered because I'm going to fake your Porygon out. You're not going to be able to hit. I'll Rock Smash you, and then you'll be dead because that's super effective. Stab and Technician boosted. Jamal, my Pokemon's cooler than your Pokemon. You're a collector, and you don't even have a Hitmontop. What's wrong with you? I mean, Porygon's pretty cool. It would be if the guy in Veilstone City doesn't give one away. I could have got a free Porygon, Jamal. Your Porygon means nothing. It's lame, so forget yourself. Also, there's a Razor Fang here, which is actually really good. That evolves Gligar? No, it might be the Razor Claw. I don't remember, but it raises the crit chance of moves, so we're going to give it to something. Give it to somebody. Somebody. All right, yeah. It may cause the foe to flinch. Oh, okay, that's actually cool. I mean, why not give it to Goofy? Yeah, why not? I don't know why. Goofy's slow, but hey, it's worth it. He might not be that slow. He's going to fight this guy. He's not slow. He's my Goofy. And to that I say, you're right. Wait, that was what I said. You guys are probably like, he's not slow. He's Goofy. And you know what? Hey, whatever suits you. That was a 1. So I don't really care. I guess I almost said Jamal. I'm trying to think what their name is. Oswald. Was like, I can't remember what my Pokemon's name is. Like, I'm forgetting genders all the time. Now I'm forgetting names? Excuse me? I should be better than that. It's been a little while since I recorded. Do bear with. Do bear with. But yeah, Oswald's pretty sweet. I love the fact that I'm getting to use a Hitmontop. That's like the highlight of the PokéRadar part of this playthrough. Like, I wanted to be able to use cool Pokemon, and I'd say I succeeded with that by getting to use a Hitmontop, but I'd like to use a whole bunch of other cool stuff, but we've got a couple cool encounters. We've got a ball toy in the PC. We might be able to get a Nidorina or Nidorino up ahead. Yeah, I'll just do this with Goofy. Doesn't matter to me. And Cranidos. I kind of guessed this guy would have a Cranidos because the other guy had a shield on, but I wouldn't have guessed that he had a Bronzor because that didn't make any sense. The other guy didn't have anything else except a shield on. What's the deal here, game? You're not equipping Ronald the same as you're equipping Brian. Hey, I remembered their names, but I couldn't remember Hitmontop's name. That's pretty disappointing. I should be able to remember my Pokemon's names. Now, the sad part here is that was the last trainer on this stretch. Oh, there's a Magmarizer. That's kind of neat. I wish that was the Protector because you could get Rhyperior really soon. But no, they give you the Magmarizer here for some reason. Wait, can you steal a Protector from a Wild Rhyhorn? I'll get back to you guys with that because I do have to cut here. That's what I was about to say, is this is the sad times. Because I have to get my encounter here in the Ruined Maniac Cave. And the saddest part about this is my encounter is only one thing here, and it's a 5%. So I could be here for a long time. I was in my original Platinum playthrough. It took me a long time. And it makes me sad. But there's TM28 Dig. That could be a really helpful move in the future. So it's worth coming here. But this is a different area. It's the Ruined Maniac Cave. And I can only get one Pokemon here. It's a Hippopotas. I'll see you guys when I find it. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. But hopefully I'll also have the answer about Rhyhorn holding the Protector. Like Magmar and Electabuzz hold the Magmarizer and the Electorizer. Right? I mean, Rhydon would probably hold it, but not Rhyhorn. I don't know. I'll find it out, and I'll be back with you guys in a second. Unless this is a Hippopotas. Spoiler alert! It wasn't! Oh my god. I spent over an hour to find a Hippopotas, and all I got was this shirt. I didn't get a shirt. all I got was a hippopotas, but I had to do the joke. I've literally been looking for this for over 1 hour. For over an hour. I knew hippopotas was ridiculous to find, only being a 5%. I had bad time in my past fighting this, and I remembered it. So I pulled up my video from then. This is how long it took me last time. My encounter for the Ruin Maniac's Cave is hippopotas. This took me 20 minutes to find. I would do anything to take 20 minutes! We caught a hippopotas. Yee! All right. Sadness behind my voice. So, hippopotas is the hippo Pokemon. It shuts its nostrils tight when travels through sand, and if it's walking, they form colonies of around 10. Well, going into this, I did not have a name for this, but I do have a nickname for hippopotas now. So I looked up hippos. I was like, what's a famous hippo? I got stupid names. But then after it took me over an hour, I thought about the TMV from Zootopia, the sloths. And you know what? I'm going to name this not after those sloths, but I'm going to name it after one of the 7 deadly sins, that sloth. Because that sloth is basically defining the desire to have something done easily. I would have done pretty much anything to find this little guy easily. So we're gonna go ahead and name him Sloth. In all caps, because I'm angry. Honestly, that's kind of a good meme. But I'm not gonna do it. I don't do things like that. Normally I do a cute cut when I name a Pokemon, but I already told you what the name was gonna be. We have Sloth, the hippopotas. What would have my next encounter have been? And if it's a hippopotas, my equipment will be broken. I did not think so. I just had to. It's been over an hour. When I cut the recording, it was like 35 minutes. And I don't know how long it's been, but it's been over a full hour. The sad part? I've used the hippopotas on the channel before, and I'm unlikely to want to again. Not because it was bad, but I've used one and I like to go for variety. Although, it would be pretty good with Dimmadome. Though we have no way to force them into a battle. But I spent 1 hour looking for a hippopotas. And all I got was a bold nature. I spent 1 hour looking for hippopotas, and all I got was a couple minutes of a video. We have a lax-natured Rhyhorn named Abin with Rockhead. That's good. I don't know what the other ability is. I think it's, like, I know it gets Solid Rock. That's what I want, but I don't care. It doesn't matter at this point. I want to go to bed. I recorded this late at night because I was like, hey, let's get ahead. Let's record the video. Let's edit it tonight. I spent 1 hour looking for a hippopotas. A full hour. Over that. I don't know how long it was. I put it on screen, and if I didn't, scream at me in the comments. If you made it this far in the video, please leave me a separate comment from your other comments saying, in quotes, I spent 1 hour looking for a hippopotas, and all I got was this Chroma video. I spent 1 hour looking for a hippopotas. Over it. Like almost an hour and a half. If you enjoyed this episode, a like is appreciated. It helps out a great deal. And if you want to see more Pokemon Nuzlocke variants like the FateLocke here, feel free to subscribe. And with that being said, in the next episode, we will continue our way to Pastoria City, and then hopefully loop around back to Hardhome City, exploring everything there is. Maybe. Or we'll just explore Pastoria City and do a little bit I don't know what I'm going to do. I spent 1 hour looking for a hippopotas. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and that's what we'll do in the next episode. Thanks for watching. I spent 1 hour looking for